All I can tell you, thank you. They call me, I'll just be like, hey, I get excited because when I talk to him, really excited about, what I'm trying to do and how he can help me and he can just like, we can do this, we can do that, and you can do this and that. And that gets the other person really excited where like, well, there's a hope. You can almost see what you are trying to build. You can almost like just one thing, but now I can see it. So it's like I got a hope. It's like, I get excited. Like when I talk to you, I get excited about like, oh my God, this is going to happen. We're going to do this. We're going to get it. Sometimes when you are doing it by yourself, you feel like there's no hope. Oh my gosh, I'm never going to get this. Or like, this is just a dream that I want, but it's just not going to happen. But then when you come along, it's like you bring reality to it. You bring reality, you bring hope, and you bring also enthusiasm. Like, they're happy, jump about it because it's going to happen. And, when you're doing it alone, you don't. And you see it, you can draw it, but it's like, okay, like that. And I think that's why a lot of people that have and could do it, they end up not doing it because they see it so far away. But with you, it's right there. You can almost touch it. The pictures, they come along like a how do you call this in English? Like how Pinocchio was?
Yeah.
Bring it to life.
I bring it to life.
So you bring that puppet to life. You bring it to life. You put life to it. You put color. You put heart. You put intelligence. Put like everything. Yeah. You put color. You put life. You put excitement. You put heart. You put everything. That you open the eye. Now you can see it. And that is what you do. That's why I like talking to you because like it's like going to a party with no music. You're like, okay, like what's going on? There's no light, but then the music starts and it's like it brings the party to life. So it's kind of like that. That's what you do. Thinking and you can play with it, and that's what people like me would do. You draw it, you play with the idea,
And I think outside the box, I think I try to navigate different ways of being able to get to your end objective. Not just saying it's a dead end, but how do you say, okay, so how do I get from here to there? And once I'm there, where do I go next? And does that get me to where you need to go? And are you happy with that? And when I get you there, is that safe? And what are your exit and entry plans? And how long can you survive in that position before you're like you're in trouble? And how do I get you out of that before but it's the game.
It's not like here it is, go, you are working with it. You're like crocheting. You make sure that it gets done, that it's working, and you still don't disappear. You come back to see like are you happy, like you said, are you happy with it? Like is there more that you want to do? Like you want to expand, you want to go more, you want like what do you want to do? Like you don't just stop right there. No, you don't. And that's what I like about it. And that's what gets exciting. Mm-hmm. But I benefit, you benefit, but you need to know why you benefit, how you benefit, like how you got there, and you give all the stuff that I told you. You hope, you put heart, you bring it to life, you bring excitement, and and so that it's like electricity. You pass that on to another person, and the other person can almost see it. Then it gets excited and works on the whatever. Like that we did the one day that you fill out that paper that we needed. To me, I was like, wow, like who does that? I'm not about that. And that day I said like, okay, and this guy's for real. It's really for real. So nobody is gonna take that time to fill it out. And you could have said like, oh, well, we do that, but it's this department and call them on Monday and they'll help you. You could have said that, but you didn't. You did it right there. You looked it up and you're like, oh, this is done, and you did it. And you had it. And that for me was like, okay, this guy is for real. He's not like, he's not like, I just want you to, subscribe to this and take your monthly opinion and, it's not like that. It's like, weird.
I appreciate all the comments, I really do. And I would, love to be able to use all of this testimonially, publicly, if ever,
Yeah.
It's just so I mean, the people need to hear about what we're doing, and that's the thing, and people don't believe it either. They're like, okay, how is this possible? And what are you doing?
Right. And then see people, this is how people think, because a lot of people have been burned. A lot of people have been burned by banks, by other people, by some other kind of like companies or whatever, and so that's why people don't believe it. They don't. They want to see somebody that went through it and tell them a testimony, and that's why they rather wait than go through it. And they're like, well, I don't care. I don't care. I didn't think about this. I'm doing this for what, 10 years? I don't care if I have to wait another 2 years. So they don't believe it. But if even if it's somebody that is first time in the queue, you don't have to sell it. You don't. You don't have to sell it because it sells by itself with all the things that I told you that you bring to it. And then that person is like, yeah, great. Yeah, definitely. I want to be part of it. I want to do it. And that's why it's exciting.
So you're again, I don't want to bother you because I know you're busy. I know you usually take like millions of calls. I already know your work ethic. But you took a lot of focus on this, bro. Like you've been on every step of the way. I said, that guy wasn't up at 1 o'clock in the morning where my guy was. And he was there for me. And I don't even know the guy. And I thought, no, shit, that. No, I'm going to say, somehow God told me to change. Told me to change my direction. Which I don't. I chose you. You're proving that to me now. You're proving it now.
Yeah.
Immediately, I made the right choice. Because why I made the right choice? Because I've got a bonding with you. A bonding which is inseparable. Meaning that from the first time I spoke to you, I felt good about you.
And he's going back to underwriting, and he's telling him to write it out for $1 million. And that's just to get you started. And once you use that up or you need more, he'll give you more. So don't be worried about using it. He's going to give you more. And so it's just going to keep coming. As much as you need, you're going to get. So don't think $1 million is your limit. You show him you can use $1 million, he'll give you 2, 3, 5, 10. Doesn't matter. You never have to say no to another government contract again.
Oh man, I don't even know what to say, bro. Man, I'm really like, it's like with everything going on with my mom and everything, there's tears in my eyes. I'm happy, I'm sad. I've got a wealth of emotions, man. I just don't even know what to say, man.
Integrity Property Management, Jamel on
Oh,
standby.
Jamel.
And we also
Hi
have.
guys, how's everybody doing?
Hey, man. Good. Yourself?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay.
Well, Jamel, listen, thanks for having Jamel on here, Justin. Look, Jamel is being really, really modest right now. Yeah. So I happen to know for a fact through your work, Justin, and our working together as a team that Jamel, I would think, is in a bit better position today than he was when we met.
I absolutely am. Through all of you guys, and I can't thank all you guys enough. It is like a dream come true, to be honest with you. So all of your diligent and hard work. For everybody that's on here, my name is Jamel Goodley. I'm the owner of Integrity Property Management here in Richmond, Virginia. And we actually service government buildings for things as stuff like landscaping and snow removal. We're in 9 states and we do pretty well. Having run into Justin and Robert and everybody that's been helping me. It was telling about the AR invoices, and I did apply. And through all of Justin's and everybody's diligent work, I applied for $250,000. I ended up getting a $1 million line of credit. And that's absolutely going to take my company to the next level where we can bid on a lot more contracts and be very, very aggressive. With a promise to even grow that line as well. So 2023 for Integrity Property Management is looking very, very good for me.
But now, hey, listen, man, I'm so thrilled that you're on here, Jamel. And listen, I could not be more proud of the work that you've done to pull this together. And I want to point out too that one of the things that was, and I think Justin will vouch for me on this. You know, Jamel is really a great business person in the fact that he does something that, frankly, a lot of people have some trouble with, and that is allowing himself to be coached through the process. And one of the things that's going to be really, really important going forward to help companies grow like Jamel's is that we recognize that a lot of times people have very limited or sketchy or disinformation about how all of this stuff works.
Amen.
And so one of the things that we've prided ourselves on is being able to explain every step and make sure that our clients can get to a comfort level with what we're doing, because at the end of the day, guys, business is a team sport. And the minute we cannot support our clients to a level that they understand what we're doing, they understand why we're doing it, they understand how we're doing it, and they understand what the intended outcome is, that can be a real uphill battle for a lot of folks. So kudos to you, Jamel, and kudos certainly to you, Justin, for getting us this far.
Justin, obviously, thank you for really taking the time to get to know who we are, what we're doing as a firm, and really partnering with each other to bring much needed financing opportunities to smaller businesses that we think that we know that we need it. First of all, thank you. To everybody that's taking the time out of their collective day. It looks like there's easily 15 plus people on this, and everybody's time is valuable. So we just want to say thank you, because that's a lot of person hours that is being dedicated to this. So we recognize that your time is important, and the fact that you guys are taking the time to do this and spend some time with us, we're just really, really grateful for that. And Justin, obviously, thank you for really taking the time to get to know who we are, what we're doing as a firm, and really, really partnering with each other to bring much needed financing opportunities to smaller businesses that we think that we know that we need it. Government contracting as a way to be able to provide financing to this segment of the market in government contracting that is known as the SWIMVs. SWIMV stands for is an acronym for small. W is a woman, M is a minority, V is veteran. So SWINV, small minority veteran women-owned enterprises. And really being able to provide credit to that marketplace, specifically as it pertains to government contracting. We, of course, have the ability to go outside of that scope, but this is really where a significant amount of what we do for a living is embedded. And we came up with a program that basically allows SWINVs to be able to gain access to credit. And I think that a very important aspect of this is, one, capturing part of the government spend, but also allowing these SWINVs or MBEs or DBEs, whatever classification you may fall under, allowing that segment of the market to be able to actually build up credit.
They can both be competitive and profitable. One of the things that you'll notice about purchase order finance as a finance tool is that PO finance is very margin driven. In the PO finance industry, margin is everything. What's cool about what we do is somebody's personal credit score is part of the evaluation process, but a personal credit score will not approve somebody, and a personal credit score will not deny anybody, because it's just part of our overall underwriting policy when we take a look at PO finance applicants. What's really interesting about this is profitability is really, really the key. And in helping our clients, the first thing we have to take a look at, especially when they're government contractors, is whether or not the purchase order that we're financing is profitable. The other thing is that every purchase order stands pretty much on its own. So even though we may establish a $200,000 credit limit for somebody, every purchase order is evaluated separate and apart from every other purchase order. And the reason for that is simply because in some purchase orders, in some industries, frankly, the margins are simply too thin for us to be able to cover the cost of capital and make sure that our clients are profitable.